Welcome back to Ladies of Another View on Beck. We've been visiting with Donna Jackson, and she is the Director of Membership Development for National Center for Public Policy Research, and she testified regarding the EPA this last week. And we were talking a little bit about energy and whatnot, and it kind of how some of these things that the government thinks they're helping people are actually hurting people, and especially middle class or lower middle class Black or African Americans. Welcome back to the show, Donna.
Thank you for having me. You know, so much of what they do is actually about control and micromanaging people's lives. It's not unintended consequences. The Energy Information Administration, which is a big government agency, had already produced a report that said that 1 in 3 households struggled to pay their energy bills. 1 in 5 had to forego food and medicine in order to pay their energy bills. And for African Americans, that was double. So they're very well aware that they're advocating for energy sources like wind and solar that's more expensive. And by the way, we'll need fossil fuels to back them up. They're advocating for these things because then people will get used to having to have things rationed to them. Sure. So it's not an unintended consequence. And it's important. The reason why I testified both in this hearing and then twice before Congress is because it's important for you to submit those comments. That becomes the basis for you to sue the government once these kind of rules are put in place. And that is something that we need to do. The government is not supposed to become a barrier for people to pursue their happiness. And that's what they're doing. So they're supplementing things that are unaffordable and actually hurt consumers, and they're banning things that are more affordable to the American people. And that is what the American people want. We should be able to make our own choices.
Sure. And all of these people that are making the decisions are flying across the country to these big meetings on private jets. Well, we're not supposed to use our cars. But I know I want to get to this clip really fast. Our President Biden was actually, he did a commencement address, and I want to get your opinion on this. Take a peek.
Has long torn us apart. It's a battle. It's never really over. But on the best days, enough of us have the guts and the hearts to stand up for the best in us, to choose love over hate, unity over disunion, progress over retreat, to stand up against the poison of white supremacy, as I did my inaugural address, to single out as the most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland is white supremacy. And I'm not saying this because I'm at a Black HBCU. I say it wherever I go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just want to listen to it like this.
It's like, I was waiting for him to say corn pop or something.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
oh my
gosh.
Well, look, you know, but Biden understands something that I'll tell you. He only has 50% approval rating amongst Black Americans. That's all Black Americans. Why is this significant? Because he normally, and most of the liberals, usually have a 90% approval rating.
Wow.
African Americans are waking up to the fact that all of these policies that the left is creating is actually the ones that are causing all the problems in their communities. We now have, in the name of equity, unsafe, unhealthy, lawless communities that can only be considered abuse and neglect. People are waking up and realizing that they're creating the policies that are actually causing the havoc. It's not white supremacy, it's bureaucratic agencies that are unelected, that are making rules that are hurting the very people they claim to want to help. And they've been doing this for a very long time. And I think now people are realizing that. And the other thing I would add is this: Biden, when he started his career, he ran as a segregationist. He said that segregationists were good people and they treated him well. He said, if you are Black and you don't vote for him, then you ain't Black. He has been the one that's causing the division in this country. Him, Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama are sitting there and trying to pit Americans against Americans. The color of my skin may be Black, but who I am is an American. That is my national identity. And you could be any color you want to, but we have the same identity, and that is American. And what we should be advocating is for policies that support our Constitution and ones that have the shared value that we are all free, equal, and we can pursue any happiness that we want. He doesn't want that because he realizes that he's losing control over the communities. And it's about time that Black Americans, after 60 years of supporting the left, wake up to the fact that they mean us harm and not good.
Amen.
Excellent.
Amen to that. Jan, I know you wanted to just...
Well, no, real quick. You were talking about Project 21 and that you're going out and you're finding people that didn't know they were conservative. How are you reaching out to folks?
30 seconds is all we got.
You know, I'm reaching out to organizations, communities that don't normally line with our process. We're showing them policies and real solutions to those policies that they can enact in any city, state, and federal level that would actually create prosperity in the communities.
Okay, and where can we find you?
On the shared narrative, we believe in the American dream.
Perfect. All right, I want to thank you for joining us. We have to say goodbye for now, but we hope to have you back again. And we'll be right back after this with more and our surprise guest on Ladies of Another View.